in. Just waiting for the chat to acknowledge they can see me and stuff like that.
I'm watching too to see if you're there.
Do.
Escapist magazine went live 4 seconds ago. Twitch
Ooh,
says.
that sounds about right.
Good old Twitch.
Yeah, there's reliability.
Ah, there we are.
Are we on? Can you hear us? Yes, they can hear us. Hello, cadmium poisoning. Hello, Hellas Morgan. Hello, everyone. Welcome to what we will persist in calling the post-zero punctuation stream. Even though zero punctuation isn't up on the Escapist yet, because of some technical difficulties. We're trying to figure out what's going on there. But in the meantime, hey, this is a fresh experience, isn't it? You can now you can see the game that I'm reviewing this week before you've seen the review.
Even before we review it.
Crazy. And it would be a big surprise if it wasn't currently on the Twitch channel. We're going to play some Persona 5. I'm joined by Ron Whittaker.
Ah, that's me. I am here.
Yes, that's you, remember? Let me just tweet out that we're live. And we're live with Persona 5. Alright, oh bugger. Bloody Elgato. It does that when you just mouse over the window.
It hates you.
Yeah. So, before we start, Ron, do you happen to have on hand that list of rules the publisher of this game put out for streaming the thing?
Oh, sure. I can pull those up for you. I think it was no showing anything of interest.
Yeah, because then people might be interested in the game and want to play it and buy it.
Yes. I am acquiring them as we speak. I know it says one of the rules is don't stream past July the 5th.
Well, that's a shame, because that's past where my current save is.
I was hoping don't do that.
I was hoping to play from my current save, because this game takes absolutely fucking forever to get anywhere, and open up all the mechanics to make it interesting and stuff.
Okay, here you go, streaming content. This being a Japanese title with a single playthrough story means our masters in Japan are very wary.
Nice passing of the buck there, by the way.
Sharing is currently blocked through the native PS4 UI, however...
Certainly is. Press the share button and it just says, bollocks to you.
Let's see. However, if you do plan on streaming, the video guidelines above apply, except for length. If you decide to stream past July 7th, I highly recommend not doing this. You have been warned. You do so at the risk of being issued a content ID claim, a channel strike, or an account suspension.
See, this isn't to reviewers. This isn't to people with like pre-release copies of the game. This is to everyone.
Correct. This is
they're gonna fucking
person.
Come down on yo ass if you try to stream this game past a certain point.
Yes, this is literally on Atlas's website for all users.
Yeah. So I guess what we could do is go back to one of my, security saves that I have absolutely no idea where they were or what I was doing at the time. I guess we know where the saves took place.
Yeah, please limit all video content through the in-game date of July 7th. Do not stream any major story spoilers.
Oh, for God's sake.
Show or spoil the ending segments of the first 3 palaces.
Oh, I can't do that either then. Oh, bloody hell.
While you can show initial interactions with Yusuke, avoid his awakening scene and that whole deal about the painting.
Alright. Well, I guess that idea is burned. I guess we'll just have to start a new game. Hope you'll enjoy 2 hours of cutscenes and gameplay consisting of walking to the exit of a room, because that's all you can fucking do.
Also, don't post anything about a certain student investigator.
Oh, I guess I know what that means.
I assume.
But, 7th of July isn't even a huge way through the game. The in-game calendar goes all the way up to December, as I understand it.
I think that's right. Also, do not focus solely on cutscenes and animated scenes.
Oh, God, what?
Dungeon crawling and Tokyo time.
Well, what am I supposed to do then?
Those who have agreed to the above have the privilege of partaking in this game.
Volreisha says, listening to Yahtzee speak at normal speed is very odd. Well, wait, he'll get irritated here in a minute and he'll speak at his speed you're used to.
I agree to this game being fictional, apparently.
This is weird.
I know.
This is also weird. This
Balduran asks, seriously, Yahtzee, are you contracted to do this? Well, turns out we are. The contract has been sealed. It says so right there.
The world is not as it should be. It's filled with
or can you fucking play something else?
Well, that's always an option, I suppose.
Change from time to time. You are the trickster. Now is the time to rise.
I don't know, I just feel like Atlas is begging us not to stream it.
I don't think they quite understand the purpose of streaming. I mean, yeah, people might broadcast spoilers, but, you know, people are perfectly free to not watch them.
Yeah, exactly.
People watch streams so they can learn, like, you know, a little capsule about the game and figure out if they want to buy it for themselves and try it out. That's my interpretation.
Okay, let's see here.
Here is some anime. It's cutscenes, I'm afraid. Ooh, we're skating on the edge here.
We're living dangerously. Watch out, peoples. If you, I mean, seriously, my rule is if you don't want your shit, if you don't want to spoil the shit, don't go to the stream that says it's playing the shit.
Oh, hey, there's an option to skip this cutscene.
I've got some great news, Yahtzee.
Yeah?
Zero Punctuation is now live.
It's up! It's up! Everyone go watch that instead of this, because this is probably going to be this is going to be pretty fucking boring. I'm going to skip this cutscene because Atlas doesn't want me showing the cutscenes apparently. So let's enjoy
cutscenes.
Let's enjoy some lovely gameplay.
Oh, apologies for all the technical issues. We switched a few things around the back end, and let's just say that Zero Punctuation was a short-term casualty and fixed.
You know, the real tragedy is, I fucking like this game. I think it's pretty good. I got really absorbed. I'm probably going to play some more in my spare time, but it only gets interesting after like 4 or 5 hours. Once all the gameplay's been introduced, and Atlas is being really fucking stupid about the streaming. And I didn't mention Atlas being stupid about the streaming in the video because, you know, I believe my reviews should just be an assessment of the game as presented and not let behind-the-scenes drama taint the perception of things. But now we're on the stream, all bets are off, I guess.
Yeah, now if there's ever been a place to talk about stupid streaming restrictions,
yeah, it is on a stream. Well, I guess this is the flash forward.
God, I hope it doesn't flash forward past July 7th, or we're all in deep shit.
Yeah, that's the fucking enigma, isn't it? The game that's so worried about spoilers opens with a flash forward to the end of the story. It's mad. It's mad.
Okay when they do it. Jesus.
Yeah, amongst the strengths of this game, quite good soundtrack. Yeah, and I just think it's a nice, really stylish, interesting game with fun characters.
And then Scobie says, Jesus, I was not expecting you to like this game. I was all set to hear you shred it in an amusing manner.
Why does everyone always say that? So Yahtzee's that guy who hates every game. Provably false.
Provably false. He likes at least like 3 games.
Oh, I like loads of games. I like this.
I know you do. I'm just playing. Is it illegal for you to talk about how much of an impact the story has on the player? Asks Hairless Worgen.
Van Rustum, no, I'm not a giant weeb. In fact, I sort of like this game in spite of it being anime rather than because of it. In fact, the anime is a bit detrimental at one point because basically every character seems to have the exact same face. And there's this one bit in the game. Oh, I guess I'm giving away character spoilers now. Get
we
ready
go.
get ready with your block button, Atlas. There's a bit in the game where you run into like a character dressed in a maid outfit who's being filmed from behind in the cutscene, so you're not supposed to know who it is. And then they turn around and reveal their face, and I didn't know who the fuck it was because they had a different haircut. And that's pretty much the only thing that differentiates the characters is haircuts. Bebop Man, no, I hadn't played a Persona game before this one, so maybe, you know, maybe this ruins all the really great features of Persona 4, I don't know. This game, by itself, I found quite interesting.
Guess the drug was too strong.
Yeah, we got arrested, whatever.
And you seem to be enjoying every second of it.
Got arrested and now they're force ODing you, apparently.
Yeah. Normal or whatever. Undead Scobie happens to think this game's better than Persona 4. Well, thank goodness for that. Skip. Alright, now I get to name. Serial... Rapist. Oh, well, perhaps not. Serial... Atlas would have been fine about that, by the way. Nothing in Atlas's guidelines said anything about naming your character Serial Rapist.
True. Yahtzee, are there spoilers in your zero punctuation?
No. I mean, my computer's making some noises all of a sudden. Computer, what are you doing? Shit. Just a second, everyone. For some reason, my Elgato has stopped working.
Oh no!
Oh, what's wrong with you?
So this is a perfect time to head over to the Escapist and watch the zero punctuation that finally went up.
Sure
I'll
is.
post the link again. Look, Atlas has now bricked your Elgato.
Hang on. Unplug. Plug back in.
Hey!
One moment, please. Come on, Elgato.
MSX,
Just because you're about
Yahtzee.
6 years old doesn't mean it's time to fuck up.
Yahtzee says that it is not very spoilery at all, the ZP this week. So you're completely clear to go watch it.
Okay, we're back. Phew, almost had an excuse to play something else there.
That was close. That was close.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
Quick, unplug it again.
The prosecutor's office? What business?
Just let me through.
This
It's
is a
urgent.
scintillating
Something I
character,
need to
woman
confirm
in a
myself.
business suit, or woman IA business suit, as she puts on her business cards.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no sides.
No, Boulder and the Atlas didn't shut the stream down, but the Elgato almost did.
Yeah.
There's a call from your
Surprised how long the Elgato's lasted. I used to record PS2 games with it.
Really? Wow.
Oh no, wait. I'm thinking of Aliens Colonial Marines. That merely looks like a PS2 game.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed.
I'm calling because
I will not be convinced, and this is my case.
I won't be.
I'm not sure if this counts as gameplay. I mean, that's why I snigger when Atlas says we should focus on gameplay scenes. Because there's a huge amount of dialogue-focused cutscening in this game. I mean, if this was a visual novel, this would be gameplay, technically. I'm having to press the button to proceed in the text.
True.
I understand.
This is emergent gameplay. That's what we're calling it now.
Yeah, we could have some fun with it. Maybe I'll press the proceed text button with my index finger now. Ooh, maybe I'll use my pinky finger now. Ooh. Maybe I'll
Don't get crazy.
Oh, I was about to attempt to use my buttock.
That would be somewhat precise.
Hey, look, there's a fast forward button. Wow. Oh, I guess we have to stop fast forwarding because we have to pick to say something. Well, I say something. We have to pick some kind of sentence to express with our silent, voiceless face.
There's no way I could be convinced of such a world just by reading the report.
No, and it's Gobi, I doubt this will be released on PC.
Seems
I
you're
mean, it's not like it's an Xbox exclusive. It's a Sony exclusive.
When and where did you find out about that world? How is it even possible to steal another's heart? Now, start from the
Yes,
very beginning.
we're getting our framing device on.
Beard and Kane suggests, fuck it, Yahtzee, just live stream Pepper for the next hour and 40 minutes.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but Pepper's away today.
A prisoner of fate. This is true.
He's off at college.
But if my
You're closer than you think. He's away on a special train and board session.
the world.
That's where he's with the trainer in the week, and he comes back at the weekends, and we go over for some lessons in dog training and stuff.
Key to victory
We were just having some trouble with him
lies. The truth that you
being really uncontrollable on leash, especially when other dogs were around. But you don't want to know about the sordid details of my private life with a dog. Maybe I'm just bringing it up because I missed the little bastard.
for the sake of
Actually, I'd venture to guess that chat might be more interested in Pepper's antics than Persona 5.
You know what? We might be able to load a save file because I got one save file here that looks like it's not in the middle of any story stuff. But it's like I said, I have no idea. Oh well, I guess we'll just get through the intro. Oh, more anime.
Oh, good God.
Yes, it's Harry Potter all of a sudden. Harry Potter Anime Edition.
For this line. Please transfer here for all subway lines. The doors to your left will open.
Oh, this cutscene's getting too spicy. Better skip it. Alright, time for some more gameplay. Time for the first gameplay of Persona 5. Well, helpfully, the game's giving us a hint as to what to do. I ain't complaining that the game builds slowly, because there's a fuckload of mechanics it has to introduce. It's just right now all you can do is walk to exit of current room. You might think suddenly the game's been opened up a bit, but you'd be wrong. We can go to a shop and look at them, and that's it. About like a million years from now, we'll be able to go to these shops and buy things and hang out with our friends and do other stuff. Because that's the thing, this isn't just a JRPG, it's a life simulator as well. You have to nominate what you're going to do for each time slot of each day. You gotta make time to hang out with your friends and construct stuff and develop your skills and things, and then go fight monsters in a dungeon at the end of it all.
I mean,
It's a sort of like
I feel like this sounds a lot like my life, except I don't quite spend as much time in dungeons.
See, this is the coffee we're supposed to be going to, but because our character doesn't open quotes know that, we have to look around and listen to policemen and stuff.
Secret Negative compares your movement to Jack Skellington from the night from the.
Well, we are the bog standard, skinny, handsome protagonist. Bog standard for anime, anyway. Alright, we have to go to this apartment first. Well, basically how this game starts is that we're a delinquent youth who's on probation for assault, and we've been sent to Tokyo to go to a special school while we're on probation. And the moment we step out of line, then we're finished. This game, and of course we were falsely accused, because this game bends over backwards to create uncomplicated drama, where we are all virtuous and good, and the villains are all monstrously evil. But it does a good job of setting ourselves up as underdogs.
Wrongly convicted underdogs.
Yes, of course.
Wait, was that too much spoilers?
No, I think it might have been established in one of those cutscenes we just saw that I skipped.
No. Hey! Zach Thought, thanks for the subscription on.
Hey, thanks, Zach Thought. Welcome to our happy club.
What could be going on? Didn't something similar happen just the other day?
Vertical is the name of a shellfish used for farming pearls. Oh, right. They did say that.
For some reason, we have to live with a coffee shop guy who hates us.
On the table.
Thanks for coming.
This place is in the back alley, so there's no worries of a car crashing in here.
A what now?
There's been a string of those rampage accidents, you know. I just hope that none happen around here.
Rom Cowboy lets us know that in Persona 2, the bad guy was Hitler. The US version changed it by giving him a coat and some aviators and calling him Führer. Well, I didn't see much Hitler in this game while I was playing it. Although, full disclosure, I only got as far as July 18th. So maybe the game gets really awful after that. I will never know. Please.
Baldwin asks, "Hey Yahtzee, you mentioned you had a draft of your fourth book in the works. How's it going?"
Slowly. I'm doing like a last edit, and I'm surprised by how much of it I now despise and need to change the wording of. But that's why I tend to do these last edits where I wait about 6 months without looking at it and then look at it again, because almost inevitably I hate every single word by then.
Pretty much how it works, isn't it?
I was wondering what kind
Well, everyone's got a different way of writing. I do what works for me.
Have you been told? A customer of mine and your parents know each other, and well, not that that matters. Follow me.
Al Jazzbird Yahtzee, you always talk how current gen consoles are kind of shit, so why are you playing games on consoles when they have a PC release? Usually because either the console release came first or because I was only given a review code for the console version. Although sometimes, if it's like a really intensive game, I'll go for the consoles just for the sake of stability. I tend to worry too much about the PC melting. I'm not sure, there's a lot of like things in this game that I worry our specific conversation options will change, because the whole premise is making friends with people and saying the right things to make them continue being friends with you.
Hey, now there's a good question. Jandapu asked, "Hey Yahtzee, how do you feel about the Spec Ops: The Line writer pinning the story for the new Battlefront game?"
am cautiously neutral. Didn't the Spec Ops: The Line writer work on something else that was fairly recent?
I got the gist of your
Yeah,
Came
something.
Yeah.
I remember us talking about it, but I don't remember.
You protected some woman from a
No, all dreams fall down. I'm not still running a GTX 690. It's a new one.
That's what you get for
George Lolwood says, who designed the school uniform? A fucking Scotsman.
Yeah?
I presume he's talking about the tartan trousers. It makes me think more of Rupert the Bear, personally.
You were expelled from your high school.
Resident Evil 7, that was it. Resident Evil 7 was written by Spec Ops: The Line writer.
Yes.
They brought him in basically to say, we're shit at story, you do it. And considering that was Capcom, I fully support that decision.
They got rid of you for being
I was gonna say, I mean, let's be real fair here. Capcom couldn't write their way out of a wet paper sack.
unnecessary.
No, it's funny that.
Behave yourself for the year. If nothing happens, your probation will be lifted.
I can't think of a single well-written Capcom game
Really now?
that they didn't get
The
like
word that applies to you.
someone make a big thing out of bringing someone in from the outside in to write it like they did with Resident Evil 7.
Things last until next spring, right?
I mean, Resident Evil 4 is great, but the writing's terrible.
Coming year.
That's part of the charm.
It's good in spite of itself.
Be sent straight to juvie.
Well, you know, I think the bad writing, like the dodgy voice acting in Silent Hill 2, actually goes towards the tone Resident Evil 4 was trying to create. It's a sort of campy B-movie aesthetic. And so the dodgy dialogue sort of fits in quite well.
Shujin Academy. The school. We'll introduce ourselves properly to the staff there. There's rarely a place that'll accept someone like you, you know? What a waste of my Sunday. Your luggage arrived early. I left them over.
Yeah, this game's going to continue on like this for quite some time.
It's the most exciting thing I've seen.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to load that save file. Where are we? Yeah, level 12 in Mementos. Off the top of my head, I have no idea what I'm doing at this point in the game. So we could be about to see something that will spoil it and have Atlas come down as like a ton of bricks. But hopefully I'll be able to show off this part of the game that's actually interesting. Oh, well, that's a good start.
Hairless Morgan asks, I'm looking for a new set of headphones, and asked me which ones I'd recommend. For wireless right now, I think my choice would be the G533s from Logitech. About 150 bucks, lightweight, great mic. Pretty good stuff. For wired stuff, there's plenty of good headphones out there, although I haven't reviewed them lately.
So let me give you the speed version of this game up to this point. We have the ability to travel to a mysterious other world created from the minds of evil humans and change things in them to make humans not evil anymore. We have been joined by our cohorts, that's Ryuji in the skull mask and Anne in the cat outfit. These are the outfits we wear in the magic world because we have special powers in the magic world. And there's also a small cat mascot next to us who's been giving us the skinny on all of this. And now we're in an underground station, which is what the collective unconscious looks like, because there's lots of evil people in the world who aren't evil enough to justify a huge dungeon all by themselves, so this is where they all go. And basically this is the dungeon crawling aspect of the game, where we can get some combat practice in if we don't currently have a dungeon doing. Okay, are we clear?
I think I got that.
Alright, let's explore Mementos.
This is...
Now I'm trying to just figure out exactly how far through the game this is.
Yeah, you could have summed all that up by just saying Japan.
Oh, alright. It's Japan. Also, our cat friend turns into a van. That's what we're currently inside. Ooh, some combat. Now, it's JRPG turn-based combat, but the little gimmick of it is that all the enemies have elemental weaknesses, If we use attacks on the enemies that exploit those weaknesses, like for example these guys are weak to air attacks and our cat mascot has air attacks, so we will plonk one on there. And because we've managed to weaken, we now get the Baton Pass ability, which means we can give our turn to someone else or get another attack, so we'll just weak the other 2 slimes. Although, since they're also weak to fire, I can demonstrate now that we can Baton Pass to our cat lady friend, who has fire attacks. Just ignore the way she sticks her bum in the camera with every single thing she does. That's just her little coible. Oh, I think we got a critical there. But now we've got all the enemies weak, we can hold them up. Which means we've basically won. And we can either do an all-out attack that kills them all, or we can have a lovely conversation with them. We can demand they give us money, or an item. If we do either of those, they'll do that and then piss off. Or we can ask them to lend us their power. This is the Pokemon aspect, where if they agree to lend us their power, we get that persona in our collection and can use their abilities. But before they'll do that, we have to in some way please them in a conversation. Oh, unfortunately, we failed in that instance because we didn't have any eye drops for the slimes. I see the music sort of polarizing everyone in the chat there. Undead Scoby, this game has fucking amazing music. Secret Negative, 2 messages later, says the music is shite though. Perhaps we should put it to vote. My vote is for quite good music, albeit you have to listen to the same ones like 500 million times before the end of the game.
I don't mind the music as much as I mind the UI.
I think it's pretty stylish. I mean, it's sort of punk, a little bit Jet Set Radio. No Onion Knight 47. Our mode of transportation is the cat. I already said.
It turns into a van.
A cat that turns into a van. Cat-o-van, as it were. Alright, this time let's just kill these assholes. So we'll weaken them both. And then just all-out attack. This is why I like this game, because if you know all the enemy's weaknesses, you can get through all the battles this way without taking a single scratch.
I see plenty of people saying good music. Boulderon says Yahtzee just loves power ballads.
It's not power ballads. That's not a power ballad. What the fuck do you think it is?
Interesting music, decent music. The UI is stylish but horrible, says Aljez Bird.
Maybe I've gotten used to it over having played it for like 60
Beard and Kane
hours.
says, why does the game look like it's kidnapped a family member and it sent me the longest, strangest ransom note ever?
Alright, we've got someone weak to fire and someone weak to guns.
Most people.
I love it when enemies are weak to guns, because all the characters have got guns. They're fucking piss easy. Fire 1 bullet, get them on the ground. Baton pass to the fire lady. Well, I wasn't planning on killing them, but whatever. And all-out attack again. Yeah, Onion Knight 47, the battle music isn't that threatening, but I think it's good for creating a sense of being powerful, because these monsters, basically most standard monsters, you're supposed to take out without a second thought. Oh, it's more slimes, is it? Alright, let's see how scary, how good this cat is.
So all these dungeons, are these randomly generated? Is that how that works?
This specific dungeon is randomly generated, yes. Because this is the Mementos dungeon, the in-betweeny dungeon that you do if you're bored. It's not a story dungeon, which are not randomly generated, and have like boss monsters and shit.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because we can't stream those.
No, apparently not. We can't show you the story dungeons with the cutscenes and stuff. Because someone might have it spoiled for them. And we have to enact legislation to prevent that, because this is the fucking Nanny State YouTube channel. Or whatever.
Yes, it's a Mentos dungeon. If you pour Diet Coke into it, it causes bad things.
Haha, someone had to say it.
Yeah. Afraid I'd get it out of the way.
Alright, we found the exit to this level of the dungeon. But there might be some more shit to find.
I know it's obvious. This place is really barren.
You're really barren.
Crowded with shadows, yeah?
Alright, I guess we killed everything down here.
Damn it. All this bumping around is hurting my ass.
Yeah, that's my question, George Lowell. Well, if you don't want to be spoiled on Persona 5, why would you watch someone play Persona 5?
That's a good question.
Atlas are just getting into a tizzy over nothing, if you ask me. Oh, right. Yeah, we've just opened up the new area. Here's a feature I quite like in this game. You can perform auto recover, which basically goes to all the characters, and the ones who've got healing abilities just use them automatically to heal everyone. So you don't have to go through the interface to find items or skills. It just you just heal up automatically. Excuse me, I've had a bit of a cold this week.
I remember you saying last week that you felt like you were coming down with something. So.
Yeah, and it turns out I did. I've had a horrible cold all week. You might have been able to hear it in my zero punctuation performance this week.
I haven't gotten to watch it yet.
Because I was struggling with the phlegm that day. I tells ye that. Have we met this one? No, we haven't. Okay, we don't know the weak. This is a new monster we don't know the weak spot for, so we're going to have to experiment. Okay, they weren't weak to air attacks. Are they weak to lightning attacks? Nope. Are they weak to fire attacks? Yes. Fucking everything's weak to fire attacks. If it's not fire attacks, it's usually ice attacks. In my experience. Alright, now we've got a wavering tree spirit of the upbeat type. So now we're going to talk to it. Now, bearing in mind this is a character with the upbeat type, we have to pick the right conversation options to make it like us. Okay, so now we have to pick a response that the upbeat character type will like. Alright, I think one of my complaints I mentioned in this review is that there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason behind what exactly will make the characters like you. So I'll put this up to the chat, maybe.
Yeah, there we go.
Chat, which of these should I say to make this monster like me? Or realise that we're kindred spirits? Well, Foul Film says the top one. Fly were mended says the last one.
Rod Hope says the last one.
Okay,
Max
everyone's saying 3. Let's try 3.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, that was the correct thing. Well done, chat. We're on a roll.
Very good, sir. Very good.
Hopefully one more correct answer and this persona will join us.
No,
Right.
you Pendragon. It's not LA Noire because there's no doubt option where we punch a guy in the teeth.
Oh, fucking hell, it happened again.
Ugh.
Bloody El Gato. Bloody. Alright, bear with me. Unplug the USB, plug USB back in. Come on, you little bastard. Oh, don't pack in. I need you to stream things with.
Yeah, seriously, what's the matter with you?
Ah, there we go. Alright, what were we saying? Which one do we want to say?
I don't think anybody got to see it.
Alright. The question was, are we bored? Is the answer, yes, I'm bored, I'm actually quite busy, or I never thought about it?
Oh, good question.
People saying 3 again? Lots of people saying 3 again. Okay. Well, you're wrong. That was not the correct thing to say. Okay, well, he didn't join our like squad. It keeps happening. I don't know what to do.
Dolby Digital Audio not supported. Please change your console audio output format to stereo.
Okay, I'm just gonna unplug every single thing and plug it back in.
And kick it a few times.
Yeah, if it's not careful.
Hey, Fox Weasel, thank you for the subscription, sir.
Yeah, Fox Weasel, well done. I'm sorry for your loss, whatever.
It's... to be fair, Nick Indian says, I've never had a problem with my Elgato. I must have gotten lucky. Yahtzee has had this Elgato since the dawn of time.
Yes, it's a pretty old Elgato now. Alright. I took every port out and put it back in. So if there was anything loose, then it will be firm now. Alright. Alright. Seems to be okay now.
Time to retreat.
All right.
Right, where were we? Oh yes.
We were driving a van made fully of a cat.
Yes, we were driving a cat van.
That wind sounds like people's voices.
Don't say creepy stuff like that.
I just noticed that the cat van has a tail.
So it does. And not just a tailpipe.
Haha!
Oh, it's these lads again. Gun. Hit the pixie. Back. Baton pass. Oh, I guess our main character's got a fire attack somewhere as well, so we might as well show him off. Because of course the rub of the main character is that they can swap personas. That's what the whole Pokemon thing is for. If we can catch personas, we can use their powers. Here. Let's see. Oh, we already had a slime. Might as well not have wasted our time with it. Yes, I remember being very proud of myself for crafting the slime persona because it's got strength against physical attacks, and fucking everything will use physical attacks, won't it? But anyway, turns out these dudes are weak to curse damage. Oh no, they're not. It was the thing that's already been weakened. Well, shit. Ah, that's a relief. We did have a persona with the firepower. I was getting worried for a second there.
It's time. Go down.
Ah, these things are weak.
Persona. Rabbit snap.
I found it was good to make sure our main character had as many different elemental attacks as possible, so that you can structure your attacks effectively, whatever the enemy's weaknesses are. Blue Joan Leth says if you press R1 you automatically select the weakness. Well, where's the fun in that, Blue Joan Leth? Yes, whoever got the last turn on before the all-out attack gets the special cartoon win screen, which is where they show off their pose.
All right.
That was so easy, I'm yawning.
You'll notice some of these characters are asleep. You may also notice in the top left of the screen, with the date and time, it says that the pollen count is high. That's why some of these monsters are asleep. Because Mementos is created from the subconscious minds of human beings in the real world. And if the pollen count's high, then some of their monsters are a bit sleepy. That's how it works. Alright. Yes, weak to fire, we established that.
Commander Nasty asks Yahtzee, is this game oozing its style on you?
It's oozing something, alright. It's funny how ooze's style has become a cliche in this day and age. It's a little bit weird, really. Alright, we get another chance to talk the wavering tree spirit into joining our Persona Club. Alright. So, we're supposed to go easy on kids. Do we go to school and get stupid grades? Alright, chat. Redeem yourself. What's the correct thing to say? I'm smart, my grades are alright, or shut up. Moon Wizard says 1. Everyone's saying 1. Alright, 1 it is. That was the wrong thing to say. They're cross at us now. Alright, did we know that he gets really scary when he gets mad? Is it okay if he gets mad right now? Which one do we say now? Sure, go for it. Please don't. Or I'm not scared at all. I wonder if anything's being lost in translation here.
It's possible. I'd say, sure, go for it.
Okay.
Chat is
Some
saying
people, we got some 2s, we got some 1s. Lots of 2s from Tyler the Gamer. I think overall 1's winning out. So we'll go for 1. Oh, that was wrong as well. And yeah, they're just pissing off again. Sometimes they just start attacking you again if you don't say the right things.
Okay.
Alright, what's that way? Nothing. I think these floors are randomly generated. At least you'd hope so. Because I'd hate to think these incredibly samey corridors was something somebody had to design.
No, they actually did. This was a conscious decision.
Prometheus says, the biggest issue I have with this game is the huge lack of SP recovery items. I thought that was kind of the point. Like, you're not supposed to go through a whole dungeon in one night. You're supposed to go through it up until your SPs run low, and then go home and, you know, lick your wounds, lick each other's wounds, watch some videos, improve your equipment. Because I always found that I got through the dungeons too quickly anyway. And then I'd have like 16 in-game days just to piss about before the deadline was up. Alright, well I see the exclamation mark over there, so I guess that's where the boss is. I hope this doesn't count as a spoiler, Atlas. We're going to fight a boss in Mementos.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, Atlas, strike again.
I feel like they're sending hate messages to your Elgato and causing it to have stress.
Yeah.
It could be a sign.
Hang on, it's coming back by itself by the looks of it. Alright. I guess fiddling around with the ports isn't helping. Alright, we're beating up a school bully. Or rather, the shadow version of the school bully's unconscious mind inside the Mementos dungeon. It makes sense if you play from the start, alright.
It's not my fault.
What was that?
has Yahtzee beaten the game? I don't think you got all the way through it, did you?
No, it's a bloody long game. I played it like solidly all week, and I only got up to like July 18th, and the game lasts till like December 25th or something. But from what I saw, I quite liked. Oh, it's a snowman. File time says his finished playtime was 95 hours and 20 minutes. Well, la-di-da.
Dayspring 815 says the cat lady's voice is kind of annoying, but everything's an improvement over last week's ukulele voices.
Suppose. Oh no! We've been evil touched. I guess we shouldn't speculate on what that entailed. Well, he looks like a snowman, so I'm going to assume fire attacks will fuck him up. And I assumed wrong, I guess. Alright, I have a status effect which makes me afraid, so... I don't know.
I don't know. Laughing CH, that felt a whole lot like a Mr. Freeze reference from the really terrible Batman and Robin movie. I don't know if that's okay.
We got technical there because we attacked him while he himself was undergoing a status ailment. I guess we'll shock him some more then. Oh, we established fire wasn't his weakness. I guess we'll just gun them. And I'm assuming this is going to fail again because I've got the fear status ailment. Yep. I don't have a spell that cures fear is the problem. Why are you bullying the main character? Bloody snowman thing. Oh hey, John Markley's in.
Hey, John! And John points out that the sound of pigs being slaughtered would be an improvement over ukulele. So,
hey,
I don't know that I'm
finally up. Now I can actually use an ability. Well, let's assume he's weak to curse damage. Whoops.
Dakarel asks, why is there no ZP today? Baha! There is a ZP
yes,
today.
There is
just
now.
A little late.
It was a couple of hours late.
There's a link for you in chat.
Yes, we just switched to a new FTP, you see. I was a bit confused for a moment.
It's a step forward.
Hey, leveling up. Yes, and as everyone knows, beating the shit out of bullies immediately cures them. That doesn't make them continue to be bitter at the world. Not at all. Okay, the cat leveled up and can now do Lucky Punch. Which is supposed to have a high chance of crit, but not in my experience.
I didn't have a choice.
What?
Yep, there's always a bigger fish. T-Radar asks, ever 100% completed a game? Yes, I have. I've 100% completed Castlevania Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow, because I like those games. And so I've ground up a lot of wood elementals in my time, I'll tell you. I've also 100%ed Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City. Not the other two, though. They got boring. Ron, have you 100%ed any games?
Yeah, but I have to think back to what they were. It was back when I was able to play most games for fun.
Well, quite.
Those quaint days of yore. Like early PS3 era.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thanks for the subscription there, Inverted Potato. Now it's got me thinking. How can you tell if your potato's inverted?
It says, help, I'm upside down.
That fair.
Alright, let's go back to the entrance. We did what we came here to do.
Dackerel asked, did you have to cheat to find the Riddler collectibles in Arkham City?
Well, I did look up a couple of them, I'll be forced to admit.
A couple of them are really hard to find.
Well, yeah. But then that's why they have the dudes in the game you can beat up to tell you the map coordinates of all the Riddler trophies. Alright, now I'm going to the Velvet Room to see if I can create some new personas with the ones I've got.
Needs our guide. Let's execute him.
So I'm level 13, so I can create anything up to a level 13 persona. And we do this by smashing two existing personas together. None of these are that much better than what we've already got. And I have to sacrifice my level 12 slime, which is my star player at the moment.
You okay with this?
No. I've already got someone that can do ice attacks. You'll notice all of the personas are associated with tarot cards. The Fool, the Priestess, the Hierophant. Every character you can make friends with in the game is also associated with a tarot card, and depending on how high your friendship level is with that character, changes how much initial experience characters with the personas with the associated tarot affiliation get when you create them. Am I making sense?
Sort of.
Alright then.
Finished for now.
Prometheus says, Yahtzee is worth your time to do the twins' requests if you plan on continuing to play the game. It eventually unlocks the ability to create personas higher than your current level of blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah. I ain't bothered with any of that fucking 100% grind completion shit in this game. That's why I dropped it down to easy mode the moment the battles started getting too hard. I was interested in the story and where it went, and hanging out with people.
It is time, inmate.
Take a moment to appreciate my lovely trench coat, because this is probably the last time we see it. Now returning to the real world. Now I can figure out exactly where we are in the game. Okay. We're at the point in the game where we're searching for our next target, so I guess we're between story dungeons. That's okay. That's good.
Hey.
Oh yeah, in the real world, our cartoon cat mascot turns into a real cat, who's currently sticking its head out of our backpack.
Logan Payne says, I'd really like to see Yahtzee's thoughts after completing the whole game. Is there somewhere I might look if we happen to finish it all?
I doubt I'll have the time anytime soon to come back to it. There's a few games on the radar coming out.
Looming on the horizon.
I just got a Steam code for Outlast 2. That's what I'm playing when I go off the stream and I'm done with you losers.
Looking forward to that one.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Because
What's that?
it sounds like when the... it makes the noise for a USB device being taken out and put back in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the cable and the port that the Elgato is plugged into.
That might be the best thing to do.
Shan't be a mo. Ron, fill time.
I don't know if it's the capture card or if it's a... Ron Cowboy says, I'm beginning to think you need a new capture card. I think it might be that he needs a new USB port or USB cable. So... Of course, it could be the Elgato, too. Because, you know, it's old. And old things don't work very well. Trust me. Get Yahtzee to try StarCraft for free. I think that the odds of getting Yahtzee to play an RTS are pretty slim, pretty small. Yes, the original StarCraft is free. This is true. They even the coolest thing about the new StarCraft being free is that when the remaster comes out, you'll be able to pick up the remaster and pick up your progress right where you left off. So it's pretty exciting. Hairless Worgen, and your current headphones, there's something wrong with the USB. Have you tried them on another device to see if maybe it's your PC and not your headphones?
Y'all still there?
No, we left about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, bums. Okay. Took me a while. I forgot it used the old, fatter USB port rather than the new, slimmer one. But it's got a new cable, and I plugged it into one of those fancy new USB 3 blue ports.
Ooh. So the stream's going to be twice as fast now. Try to keep up.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Oh.
Yeah, that was all plot stuff. Very irrelevant, very important. Ooh, Atlas will come down on us. Ooh, it's a test question. Are you ready, chat? This is your chance to redeem yourselves.
Oh boy.
See, this is part of the day-to-day life simulator thing. Occasionally we get asked questions in class, and we have to produce the right answer to up our knowledge stat. Sympathizing with the loser or the weak is called magistrate's patronage. That term came from the name of the position that a certain hero held. Croshaw Cun, that's me in this particular save. I'm not serial rapist anymore. Who do you think is the origin of the term magistrate's patronage? Yeah, I know, K Samurai 1. Press touchpad for answer, because this is one of the stupid multiplayer functions. You can find out what everyone else in the game said as the answer to this question. And it's almost always 90% the right answer, because everyone else is looking up the answers online too. But I'm going to challenge the chat on this one. Do you think... a lot of people are saying 2. It's Minamoto no Yoshitsune. Yoshitsune. Let's see if the network agrees. Oh, look at that. 94% Minamoto no Yoshitsune. So I guess it is then. Boy, that was tricky.
This is it. Correct.
Nice going.
Yay! Oh, this was before I got my knowledge up to level 2. I forgot that. Takes ages to up your stats in this game.
All right.
Oh, thanks for bringing it down to our level, Mr. Inui.
Yep.
John Markley's got a straw poll up. What game would you like to see him stream after I'm done? In about an hour. Oh shit, the exams start tomorrow. I didn't realise. Alright, well, looks like Ryuji, who's the dude in our party with the skull mask who does the lightning attacks, he wants to know if we'd like to hang out with him. Well, we can discover what everyone else in the world did at this point in the game. None of them did any dungeons or thievery. 60% of them spent time with characters, 40% did some studying or reading, or went to the movie, or went batting. Hang on.
I should write something.
Man, it hasn't been that long ago. Where's the map screen? Oh, there it is. So, who can we hang out with? I guess we'll hang out with Ryuji then. Oh, hang on, before we do that, we just got out of the dungeon, didn't we? So let's go all the way on the metro to the pawn shop. This takes none of our time, by the way. Talk to the weird gun shop bloke. Oh yeah, there's a special gun he's got, but we need to have like really high level guts before we can ask him about it. Surprised they bring it up so early in the game, because that's like something you'd only get after like weeks and weeks of working on your guts. But we can sell all the treasure we found for some quick cash. See if we've got any melee weapons. See if we can buy any new melee weapons for anyone.
Sounds good.
Looks like everyone's got their best melee weapons at the moment.
Okay.
How can you not like an ornate interface such as this?
All right, which one?
Alright, everyone's got pretty good stuff already. Let's save the money.
Come again.
Right. We can watch a movie, we could hang out with people. Yeah, let's hang out with Ryuji, like we said. As soon as we can navigate these bloody desks. I'm really busting for a piss, but you know what? I'm going to use it. People think quicker when they're busting for a piss. That's my little study tip for the kids out there.
Hey, Erwin, thanks for resubscribing.
Okay, checking my bond with Ryuji. We're at level 3. We are pals. This is like the first friend you make in the game, so he's almost always going to be the highest level friend.
Wanna get going?
Alright, we're hanging out. Fix Station says Persona is to anime what Heroine is to Vicodin. It is very Japanesey, this game. I've noticed this with a lot of Japanese games, especially the ones set in Japan. They always seem to want to really push Japanese culture. I mean, more so than you'd consider normal. I mean, the Yakuza games do that as well. I think I said in my review of Yakuza 4, it would be like a British game called Constable Blimey Chips, where you play an English bobby attacking people with rugby tackles. There's always a character who uses katanas, and there's always fucking bathhouses and going to the sushi restaurant. Is it racist to ask this? Why all these Japanese games always push Japaneseness? Am I a huge asshole for asking that?
I don't think so.
Alright, this guy is Mishima, he's our sort of like PR man.
I like Virden Kane. Virden Kane said he would fucking play the fuck out of Constable Blimey Chips, and I like to picture it as a sort of action game, and you know, sort of like Hot Fuzz, the movie.
Yeah.
Prometheus asks, hey Yahtzee, has exposure to this game made you consider playing any other of the previous Persona games?
I don't know. I mean, I sort of like this one in spite of what it is, and because of all the features that make the bloody JRPG combat easier and more straightforward. I wouldn't really play a game for your standard Japanese turn-based battle of attrition style combat.
Right.
I'm not sure how much I like of this game is innovations that only this game introduced, is my point. Oh, I guess we didn't need to hang out with Roji today because we can go and study with him as well. Whatevs. Let's go study as well because it's exam soon. Gotta take our exams seriously. Oh bloody hell, we're over 1,000 viewers. Did we get featured again? Probably because no one's streaming this game because Atlas fucking stomped on them all. Yes, hot, studying action. Oh sweet, my knowledge ranked up, just in time for exams.
Alright.
John Markley says, wait, Yahtzee actually like this game, it's a Christmas miracle. Yeah, get on board. Although it could be just because, you know, Stockholm Syndrome. Played this game for like 60 hours and it really forces you to get really into these characters and their exams and things. Alright, making further friends with Ryuji. Perhaps later we can make out.
Well, at least if you do well on your exams, you know, you get in a good university and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's the ticket.
That bar in the lower right of this loading screen is basically the how far through the game you are meter. 6%. We are 6% through the story. And this was like quite a few hours in. Alright, exams. Alright, I hope you're on board. I hope you got your thinking caps on, chat.
Oh boy.
Because this is our future now. Although the line connects to A to C, it looks like it leads to B instead. What is this phenomenon called? Is it a mirage, an optical illusion, or a stigmatism? Oh, we can't use the thing that lets you know what all the other people in the world said here. Yeah, it's 2, obviously. It's an optical illusion.
Ooh, we can do this.
I think even if you get all the answers right on this, the game basically says, oh, we only got slightly above average. Maybe the fact we've only got 2 knowledge factors into this as well. What is it called when... What? If what they're seeing is different, it probably has to do with auditory, personal, or visual information. Well, I think it's visual information.
It would have to be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I assume so. What takes the visual information from your eyes and processes it is the brain, the stomach, or the marrow. It's the brain.
I wish this was my biology class when I was...
Yeah, sorry if that was too much of a spoiler, Atlas, but it's the brain. The brain, the process of visual information. Hope we're all paying attention so we can all go off and become surgeons after this. So the reason why people see things differently is... 1, they have different cognitions. 2, their visual acuity. Or 3, how accurate the printout is. What do you think it is, chat?
I still think it was the marrow. I'm with Chad on that.
The eye marrow, yes, all dreams fall down. Yeah, File Film says, cognition the theme of a lot of the game. You'll find that most of these questions in some way relate to themes that come up in the game. Excuse me again. Hey! I'm the best at exams. Because it's exam season, we can literally do nothing all during the days except exams. And which is annoying because you can rent videos from the DVD shop in this game, and you have to bring them back within a certain number of days. And if the game just skips over a bunch of days, then you're fucked. Alright, it's handsome Mr. Hiruta. Oh, this relates to something we saw earlier. Which of the following expressions came from the name of the position that Minamoto no Yoshitsune held? Braggart,
Hey,
magistrate's patronage, hot pot attendant, or domineering husband?
Hot pot attendant.
It's magistrate's patronage, obviously.
It is, but I like the idea of hot pot attendant.
Undead Scurvy, the DVD shop is in the Shibuya Central Street. Although, it takes a while through the game before everything is unlocked, so maybe you haven't got that far yet. Alright, what is the origin of the English word talent? The name of a sum of currency, the name of a saint, or the name of an artist? See, I knew this even before I played this game.
Yes, that one I know.
What do you think it is, chat? Not sure if the chat's responding to this question or the last one. Alright, everyone's... Tyler the Gamer says 1, Logan Payne says 1. Zarin Zaintisontilos says 3, because he's an idiot. The answer was, of course, 1.
Ooh, we can do this.
Why is chat invisible, MJ Hat 123? Well, I used to overlay the chat, but everyone complained, so I don't anymore. So blame them.
Okay, class, let's get started.
What did the Greek philosopher Socrates say that evil is born from? Ooh, tricky one. Is it born from ignorance, desire, or curiosity? Obviously, these are all related to questions that have been asked to us previously in the game, but you don't have that advantage, do you, chat? Rom Cowboy says 1, Moon Wizard says 1, Ellis Morgan says 1, everyone says 1. I think that's right.
We can do this.
I'm not sure if the cat says the same thing whatever you pick.
Evil is born from anime.
What is the least number of colours needed to paint Japan so no two adjacent areas are the same colour?
Good God.
Here's a hint. This is the same answer for needing to paint any pattern. Is it 2, 4, 8, or 47? Far Film says 4, Moon Wizard says 4, Dakirel says 4. It's 4!
Ooh, we can do this.
Yes, 4 is the maximum number of colours you need to fill in any pattern so that no two areas are adjacent to the same colour. Exams over yet? Oh, no, today's the last day. Get hyped, everyone. Just so you know, only us and everyone else who has a persona inside the dungeons can hear the cat talking. Everyone else just hears it as meows. In case you were worried about the plot hole of the cat talking to everyone while out in the open. I'm gonna say, how manly. So that we can kiss him. This character is half American, that's why she's got a Western name. And that's why her hair is bigger than a bin bag. 2 bin bags stapled to the sides of her head. Escapee1 asks, Yahtzee, have you noticed some of the absurd translation errors in this game? Can't say I have, but sometimes I've noticed that the conversation options are a little bit ambiguous as to what the intended meaning is. There's quite a lot of conversation options where it seems like we're just choosing between two different ways of wording the exact same thing.
That's a good point. That yes, it closes the plot hole of people hearing the cat talk, but the fact that nobody minds that you've got a cat in your backpack in the middle of the class is a little weird.
Well, I think we're supposed to be hiding them in the class under the desk so that no one else can see the cat. This is foreshadowing for upcoming events, by the way. What's going on now? Oh, it's time for some anime.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, that's how you know shit's getting real.
Oh my god, that guy got off. Isn't this bad?
Oh, I think we're setting up the next story dungeon in the slowest possible way.
Fine. Come on.
And oh no, we were being pursued by an anime. I mean, we've got pretty high anime levels ourselves, but this guy's anime level has got to be up to at least 1200.
You sure it's him, or are you just
Oh, yeah.
Not that.
Is there something you want?
That's my line. You are the one stalking me.
Yes, Commander Nasty, this is Yusuke. He's our next party member. Oops, spoiler!
Oh shit!
Shame I spoiled that several hours after the fucking title screen did. Always going about bloody spoilers, Atlas. You forgot that the bloody loading screen of this game shows who all the fucking party members are going to be.
All is well that ends well.
You dumb twat.
Actually, we're in good shape. We're allowed to show the initial interactions with Yusuke.
Oh,
So.
fine. Oh, that's okay then. We're just not allowed to show.
Thank God.
We're just not allowed to show him becoming a party member, which is what I just established is what happens.
It's just a theory.
Even noticed the calls from Sensei.
Okay.
What? You're the woman I've been searching for.
I will say that the translation in this game.
Won't you
Wait a minute.
be the model for my next art piece?
I ain't seen translation errors. What are you on about? Maybe that was after July 18th. I don't know.
All that I've drawn till now has been lacking, but I feel a passion from you unlike anyone else.
So Yusuke wants to
This man's
bang
highly
Anne,
suspicious.
basically. Although Morgana also wants to bang Anne.
Shady business.
This comes up a lot.
Will you cooperate with me? What do you say?
See, believe it or not, Morgana's supposed to be a male cat.
Hold your horses. Who are you anyway?
See, the chat's talking about the streaming
Where are
restrictions.
my manners?
We're not supposed to stream past July 7th, but there are a number of restrictions, even for what you can stream up to July 7th.
Yeah, we can't show the ends of story dungeons, we can't show
Boss fights at all.
Yusuke becoming a party member when, as I just said, I've established that the loading screen shows that he is a future party member.
I'm striving to become an artist.
And it should be pretty bloody obvious he's an upcoming party member, because he's a handsome anime boy and everyone else is a fucking ghost person.
The very same.
You know who that is?
He was introduced as a super famous Japanese-style artist who's been recognized all over the world. But we heard that name the other day in Mementos.
Orbiting Anger says, will Atlas ever reverse this shitty decision? I doubt it.
Well, Atlas, at least Atlas America, were framing it as an order that came down from on high from the Japanese masters.
Parent company.
I mean, they were very quick to disabuse themselves of responsibility for that doctrine. They always said, "This is what our Japanese masters have said is the law, so it's not our fault."
I'll be there to help out on opening day. Please come by.
I guess it opens the big can of worms as to how much ownership we have over our own stream and let's play footage of games we didn't make.
But I'll give you tickets too.
Perhaps there needs to be some kind of big court case to decide this for future president.
Well then.
It will happen at some point.
Oh, probably.
Of course, the problem is that, for the most part, the people streaming games don't have a bunch of money to spend on things like attorneys.
Well, no, quite. It's probably why this sort of thing never makes trouble for the PewDiePies of the world.
How dare he go after Lady Ann? I've memorized that face.
Yeah, the cat wants to fuck the girl. Oh, flash forward.
You became acquainted with Madarame's pupil by chance? That's a little too convenient. It makes me wonder if you're even telling the truth.
Oh, if you think that's convenient, lady.
So be it. What I want to know most is your method.
We're not
It's
after
true that
7-7,
Madarame was an
Logan Payne.
unbelievable
Calm
criminal
down.
worthy of the scorn thrown at him. He was an adult who cultivated his own fame and fortune by sacrificing the livelihood of children.
Yeah, this game goes out of its way to make all the big evil villains that we go after in the fantasy world as being totally irredeemable.
Completely super evil.
So there's as little nuance as possible in the morality of our actions.
See, I don't know about you, but I kind of enjoy the games where there's no clear-cut good and evil for anybody.
Well, I guess it depends what you're in the mood for. I mean, I quite like the nice, simple morality of things because it was something that was quite easy to digest in a game that's also fairly complex and full of mechanics and characters and things to do. And then a fairly easily digestible morality makes a nice tent pole for everything to fly around.
Sort of hang on.
Yeah.
Were you related to the...
I mean, if you want a complex plot, Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition just came out.
Yeah, I have not had a chance. I've got it, but I haven't had a chance to try it yet.
I've never been able to play that game for very long. There's just too much writing. My eyes start to glaze over. I know that sounds like a weird complaint for a narrative gameplay specialist, but you know, the word gameplay also has an emphasis on it as well.
Yeah, and I mean, let's be fair. The reason that
that's why I don't like visual novels.
And the reason that Planescape Torment got away with it before, with all that text, was because everybody was doing it.
Well, quite. Yeah, Rom Cowboy, that was a flash forward to the story framing device where we're being interrogated in a police cell after all of these events. Excuse me.
It's over. How about you?
Undead Scoby, that's a weird complaint for someone who says he likes Persona 5. This game is nothing but writing. I beg to differ. There's also dungeons and hanging around in public places with people.
Come on, you two need to get your act together.
And all their writing's a little bit easier to digest than the fucking paragraphs they throw at you in Planescape Torment.
Rather than focus on stuff that's over.
And fucking dialogue trees with 500 options. No, we haven't gone past 7-7. Stop saying that. It's 14th of May.
It's no use. There ain't any useful info.
I am not letting this end as a one-hit wonder, okay? There's no point in getting antsy, though. I know. Why don't we go eat lunch somewhere? We still have some money left over from...
I want sushi then, or domestic raid.
We don't have that much left. Oh, Oh, right! There are those tickets to Madarame's exhibit. Wait, that's tomorrow. Don't tell me.
Yes, there's a flash forward framing device, but that does not mean we've gone past 7-7.
Yes.
It's not like
Oh, I
that.
see. That's the joke you were making, was it?
Of course not.
Probably.
When I was watching that special on TV, his artwork was pretty nice. Plus, we've got free tickets. Besides, this could also be related to what we heard in Mementos.
Madarame.
Doop-de-doop-de-doo.
That aside, what should I do about the other 2 tickets?
Fine arts.
I suggest we should...
Appreciating the fine arts builds character. A phantom thief.
Well, if everyone's going...
It's settled then.
Well, that was a whole bloody how do you do centered around. We're going to an art exhibit next. That was what, like 4 conversation choices to get through that?
That's exciting.
Okay.
Alright, tomorrow we're going to an art exhibit. Yeah, whatever, let's throw her a bone. I keep saying Medarame and I keep thinking of edamame and getting slightly hungry.
Ivalera, you weren't able to see the ZP today, and a lot of people weren't able to either because it didn't go up until about 10 after 2 Eastern Time.
Oh,
Due to
this
some
plant
technical
needs nutrients. Luckily I bought some.
Nice.
And that makes your kindness go up.
All right.
That's how inoffensive I am. So this is one of these bullshit moments of the game where they let you think you can do something before you go to bed, but you actually can't. Yeah, it is. Let's not craft lockpicks and shit. Let's move to the bed and press X. There's a lot more freedom when an actual dungeon has been unlocked and you've got like a 3-week deadline to get it finished. At this point they have to do a lot of story establishment. Max Nix, yes, there is a time limit to do the missions, the story missions anyway, as I just said. They usually contrive some incredibly weird thing like, in 3 weeks I will go to the police with my complaint about you and ruin your life. It's usually something like that. So you got 3 weeks to complete the dungeon and turn your accuser into a better human being. Viadin Kane says he just looked up that you can't romance any of the handsome anime boys.
So crowded.
Well, what do you want?
It'll be a pain in the ass if someone sees
It's always something.
It's Japanese, you know.
came.
They treat homosexuality like it's having an extra finger on one hand.
Yeah.
You really came.
What'd you expect?
Yes, you can romance your teacher and the doctor who sells you drugs under the table. Because those are both hot ladies.
Make sure that you don't get in the way of the other visitors. Come now. I'll show you around. I'd like to speak more.
Well, see you guys later.
Javon Count asks, but can you romance the cat?
What if he drags her behind some painting and tries something funny?
That's a good question.
Hey, Ara Felix, thanks for the subscription.
Hey, thanks, R. Felix.
Just go home. I guess we should do a quick pass through it once. Which way are we supposed to start?
Revolt the First points out the Japanese are plenty fond of Yuri and boy love. That's true, but I'm just thinking of like the one token homosexual character and stuff like the Battle Royale manga or One Punch Man, and they're always like salaciously man-hungry dudes with pursed lips.
It's that old man from the other day.
And little sparkles coming off their heads.
Truly surprised by your imagination. You have such expansive styles. It's hard to believe that it all stems from one person. Where in the
Yeah, this
world does
artist
all your
steals art from
inspiration
his
come
students. We are going to be crowbarred over the head with this at least 1,200 times.
Difficult to put into words. They naturally well up from within my heart, like bubbles rising one after another in the spring.
Naturally, you say.
What's important is to distance oneself from worldly desires, such as money and fame. My atelier is a modest shack, but it is
Well,
more
at
than
least
enough to
changing the
pursue
USB cable and the port seems to have worked. Now I can put off buying a new Elgato for another 6 or 7 years.
I see.
Perfect.
So the act of emptying one's mind gives rise to inner beauty. Still, to think we could hear the word
Bedinsis says, I think Madarame has a too young voice.
Madarame.
You would understand if you saw it.
Yeah, now you come to mention it.
Wasn't the word shack something?
Yeah, Logan Payne points out, good job jinxing it, Yahtzee.
What have I jinxed?
The Elgato.
Oh yeah, sorry. I forget everything I've said, at least more than 1 minute ago. Dakirel asks, can you romance multiple people at once? I don't know. I don't know if you can get the harem ending in this game.
There were so many types of
And just a reminder, John Markley's coming on after 1 PM Pacific in about 20 minutes. So what would you like him to play? He's got a straw poll he's just posted in the chat there.
Usually one concentrates on their own style. However, Sensei creates all this by himself. He's special.
There you are, Yusuke.
Sensei!
Ah, the girl from yesterday. Are you enjoying the exhibit?
Volkor says you can romance more than one person with predictable results. So there is a harem ending. That would be the ending I'd predict, but then I have played a lot of horrible Japanese porn.
You're sensing something from the artwork. That alone is enough to give us artists satisfaction. I hope this becomes a wonderful piece, Yusuke. Well then, if you'll excuse...
You'd imagine artists would be difficult to
He's a
approach.
monster! He's a monster!
Indeed.
He's stealing Yusuke's art and taking the credit, but Yusuke can't say because he's so taciturn and anime and handsome.
This one?
I guess it's the painter's anger? I'm not sure, but I sense this strong frustration from it. To think such a cheerful and gentlemanly person could make such a piece.
Yes, that's a meaningful ... right there.
Something wrong?
Don't mind me. There are better pieces than this one. Come now.
Hey!
Undead Scobie says, I like to imagine you're describing every excruciating detail of every day to the investigator. And then I looked at my desk, but the cat told me I had to go to bed again.
So they lock you up in the rubber room with a funny jacket.
Well, he's probably just killing time before we have to go to pound me in the ass prison.
Thanks to that, I remember now. Let's not worry about it for now. It's about a post online. Here, look at this.
Why'd you leave without?
Oh, tense music just crept in.
We got dragged into this huge crowd and... Anyways, you gotta look at this too. This post might be about Madarame.
What's it say?
A master of the Japanese arts is plagiarizing his pupil's work. Only his public face is shown.
Have you figured out where the plot's going yet?
Plagiarizing?
I didn't think much of it when I
Yes,
first
of the
saw it.
complaints I had for this game, the fact that it takes fucking forever to get anywhere was one of the major
Treatment of
ones.
The pupils who live with him is awful. He teaches nothing and bosses them around. He treats them inhumanely, as if disciplining a dog.
A
abuse on top of plagiarism.
If this is real, it'll be a huge scandal.
And I still really need a
I wonder
piss.
if Kitagawa-kun posted this. I mean, he is a pupil of his.
Who knows? It's anonymous and all.
In that case, it's possible the Madarame we heard about in Mementos is referring
You
to
know,
the
that
same
makes me
one.
wonder.
A man like that.
It's like this all the way through, isn't it?
Pretty
Dragging
much.
along.
Lots of long dialogue
I
scenes
wonder if we can ask that shadow from earlier about
that
this.
just smashes you over the head with what you're supposed to be doing next.
Oh, actually, we just need to talk to him in reality.
And how are we gonna go about that? Are we gonna explain it all, starting with Mementos?
And I like to think that the whole audience for this game just thinks these characters are really thick.
Well, maybe they're just assuming the audience is really thick.
Right.
You know, there's always that too.
I mean, they did know this was being localized for the Western audiences.
Oh!
I don't know. I don't know.
There's this much overlap. Ain't it pretty much settled? If this post is legit, ain't this the kind of target we've been waiting for?
Well, yeah, but is it really true?
By the way, what did you do about the whole modeling thing?
Kitagawa-kun gave me
Oh,
his
it's
contact address
Kitagawa-kun
to
now,
Sensei's
is it?
atelier.
He said he lives there, right? Perfect. Let's try going tomorrow. We're off to Madarame's house right after.
Oh, and again, it's just going to coast us through a few days of events, so we can't take our DVDs back.
We're just gonna go talk to Kitagawa.
Oh, that's what you meant.
You know what? It's no good. I'm in physical pain now. I'm going to have to go to the toilet.
Okay.
Okay.
I will just sprint into bed.
Well,
See you in a minute.
Oh, yes.
So don't forget to head over and vote in John's straw poll of what he's going to play next. And if you didn't see Zero Punctuation yet, that's because we had a few technical difficulties this morning getting things up, and it's live now. Went live about 2 o'clock, so make sure you head over and check that out. Somebody's going to have to tell me because I must have missed it. Did we actually have DVDs to return in the game? Because if we did, that's amazing. I have not played Persona. I have seen some of the videos. This is the most time I've spent with the game is right now. So, watching Yahtzee play it. And honestly, he's got more patience for it than I would have. So I give him credit. Yeah, right now Bayonetta is winning. And
Oh,
pulling
blimey,
away.
just call me a Dark Souls fan, because I had a ceaseless discharge.
Whoa!
What were we talking about?
Speaking of Dark Souls fans, did you see the new Bandai Namco game they announced this week?
Yeah, I heard about it. It's not actually related to Dark Souls or being developed by anyone related to Dark Souls.
It's just being published by the same publisher.
Yeah, and they added like "Prepare to Dine" onto the teaser, so everyone thought it was Dark Souls related, but it's not.
Yeah, and it ends up being it's a vampire action RPG from the developers that made the God Eater series.
Huh. Well, I've never played the God Eater series, so I don't care. Tell you what I am interested in is that what's it called? The game being kickstarted that's developed by the guy who made Symphony of the Night. Bloodstained. Bloodstained something of the night. That should be fun. I'm meaning to replay Symphony of the Night, because that's something I could always replay if I'm just bored and not sure what I'm in the mood for, you know? It's one of those games for me.
Yeah, the new vampire game from Bandai is called Code Vein.
Code Vein, that's the one.
Yeah. There's few images and a little bit about it right there on the Escapist. Haha!
Alright, quiz time, chat. Who created the piece that sold for the highest price in the 20th century? Was it Picasso, was it Van Gogh, or was it Madarame, who's a character in the game, so that's not the answer.
And isn't the Madarame the character in the game that steals all the art anyway?
Yeah, so that's doubly wrong. Who is it? Who is it, Picasso or Van Gogh?
It is Picasso.
No, it's Van Gogh, you idiot.
Oh.
And of course, as is well known, he never actually sold a single painting in his lifetime. It's not Van Gogh, it's Van Gogh.
Nice going.
Alright, our knowledge will now increase another infinitesimal amount. Although the fact that we answered the question right implies that we already had the knowledge.
And now you've set up a paradox.
Get your head round that.
Yes, it is always fun to pronounce Dutch names.
Yes.
Come on.
I actually had a good friend who spent 6 months in Amsterdam as part of a college exchange program. When he came back, he could speak a little.
Oh,
he
sure.
could speak a little.
Open quotes, college exchange program. I take it he was on some kind of gardening studies degree?
No, actually. It was actually legit college exchange program. How strange.
Fine.
But when he came back, he could speak a little Dutch, and he always sounded like he had something stuck in his throat.
Ah, yes. That's how you do it. You can't walk for phlegm in that place.
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Oh, we're having a hilarious character moment. Someone's noticed our talking cat, and we're saying it's just a toy. It meows when you press on its head. So we just smacked our cat on the head. Oh, I remember this. Press gently, press forcefully, or start button mashing. Well, I think I know what answers everyone's going to request. Animal abuse. Yes, quite, Tyler the Gamer. Mash that pussy. That was Innocent Q Girl in show-stopping cameo.
Yeah. For real?
Okay, let's get going.
Alright, the illusion of freedom once again. Max73474 says character moments are randomized. Not that one. I think that's one. That one always happens then. Just comes out of nowhere, really.
Wait.
Ori Felix says, Jesus, these train stations are identical to ones in Tokyo. Well, funny that. Considering it is Tokyo.
Lie the Ripper says, "How is this the illusion of freedom?"
Because we're in this like station square where at any other time we could go to the shops or to the movies, but all we can actually do is go in the direction that leads to the next story cutscene. Because if we try to go anywhere else, the characters say, "Hey, haven't we got something to be doing?"
Shujin Academy.
Don't you have somewhere you need to be?
Volcor says, can you imagine if they combined GTA with Persona? Well, that wouldn't really work, would it? Because Persona is a game in which you have to give a shit about other human beings.
Is that it?
We're at the right address.
You mean you can't just run over everyone?
Turns out not.
Well, where's the fun in that?
Me? The walls won't come.
Well, we have to take the train everywhere for one thing.
This house down, okay?
True. So I guess if someone gets run over by the train, it's really their own fault. Unless you push them.
Sensei is currently...
It's Takami.
I'll be right out.
People really do live here.
Yes, and as Domino 2097 points out, Yakuza is Japanese GTA.
I guess. I mean, that's what Japanese like as their sandbox games.
Although I will say that I've played a lot of the GTA games, and I've never ever worked with tax policy.
Yeah, no. Or instructed a BDSM prostitute.
True. Also that.
Preposterous! Not only is the plagiarism impossible, but if he hated children so much to harm them, he would never allow pupils into his home. And I'm the one residing
Note
here
conflicted
studying
expression on Yusuke's face there.
It's not true, so it's beyond doubt.
You might be lying about it.
Yeah, this will... It's like pulling teeth, the plot in this game.
I had no family when Sensei took me in.
Yes, Sensei's evil, he has to have a revelation and become our next party member, he is conflicted, etc.
You really think that?
Yusuke. What's the matter? I heard you yelling.
These people are slandering you with baseless rumors.
Forgive them, Yusuke. They must have heard some bad rumors and came in worried for their friend's safety.
Understood, Sensei.
Well, even I doubt that a cranky old man like myself could be liked by everyone.
That's not what we meant.
I'm sorry to have butt in on your conversation. However, I do have neighbors around. Won't you please... Now, if you'll excuse me.
I'm just gonna fast forward, fuck it. I mean, you can all see where this is going, I'm sure. Oh, hang on. I think something's happening. Oh, there we go. I think we're discovering that there's a dungeon in the fantasy world here, which is basically proof that Madarame's an evil dude. Because the evil dudes produce dungeons in the fantasy world. That's how it works.
Huh.
So I guess you'll see that a very small amount of story dungeon, which will hopefully not be enough to make Atlas take this down.
Hey, wait!
Come on.
Hey.
Words. Yeah, the evil dude's evil castle, evil brain castle is a museum. Hey, I thought I said fast forward. Continue fast forwarding. Yes, it's a museum. Extraordinary, isn't it?
Yes!
Oh, we can't fast forward this bit. Oh, that's right, because we're about to start playing.
John says Bayonetta will be what he plays after the stream ends today.
Ooh, if you haven't had enough Japanese weirdness for one day, stick around.
Yeah, good news.
John Markley's gonna be playing some Bayonetta. which just came out on Steam because Platinum Games is one of the good ones.
Did you see the comment that Platinum made? They said, we want every one of our games on Steam, but the evil publishers won't let us.
Yeah, surprisingly candid. Another sort of passing of the buck thing, I suppose.
Yes. Our evil Japanese publishers won't let us.
Yes. Maybe there's a Fantasy World Palace for the evil Japanese publishers. And we just have to go in there in tacky costumes and destroy the evil center of the heart dungeon that is making them not release games on Steam.
All out, let's go.
Oh hey, we stole a crappy portrait that was on the roof for some reason. I guess because it was crappy. Logan Payne says, Yahtzee, you didn't fast forward these when playing on your own for the first time, did you? No.
Zeta says, Konami headquarters. That's just a building full of, like, pachinko machines.
Yes. It's a casino. Is that what? Is that how Konami pictures themselves?
Probably.
See it.
Look, there's an enormous gold statue of Hideo Kojima in the gutter.
I can feel it.
People are throwing darts at it.
This isn't actually dungeon, this is dungeon prep. That's why there's no monsters. We're just getting a quick look at the dungeon, we'll get introduced to the boss of it, and then we'll have to fuck off and come back tomorrow to start the actual dungeon sequence of the game. But we won't have time for that, because I'm about to piss off. I'll just steal this, this pearl, so that I can make it into a necklace, and put it around the neck of my colleague here. I mean, she's certainly wearing an outfit that looks like it could do with a pearl necklace. Yeah, I'll just let you stew on that one for a while. Anyway, thanks for joining us again for the... I guess now it's the post-zero punctuation stream, although it was only the nominally post-zero punctuation stream when we put this out. The actual zero punctuation for Persona 5 is now out. You can go and check that out on escapistmagazine.com. I've been Yahtzee Croshaw. I've been joined by Ron Whitaker.
I'm still Ron Whitaker.
You could please join us again next week for another post-zero punctuation stream of whatever game I'm reviewing next week. Stick around, because next on this channel, John Markley will be playing some Bayonetta, in case you want to see more anime titties.
Yeah, there's the link in chat for the zero punctuation one last time. I hope you enjoy it.
Please follow our Twitch channel on Twitter at Escapist Twitch. Follow me on Twitter personally. I'm at Yahtzee Croshaw.
And you can find me at FFRonW.
Right, I think that's everything.
I believe so.
Do you think I can piss off now?
I'd piss off.
Okay. Piss off, everybody.